Hey, SKOL Vikings family. What's up, you purple-blooded warriors? This is your die-hard Vikings fan, straight from the heart of Minnesota, ready to dive into the hottest Vikings news that's got my blood pumping like a frozen tundra heartbeat. Imagine this, our golden boy J.J. McCarthy, the Michigan maestro we drafted at number 10, was supposed to light up US Bank Stadium this season, but instead, he's been battling injuries and inconsistencies like a Viking facing a Jotun. And now, with the offseason looming like a purple storm cloud, whispers from NFL insiders say we're bringing in a grizzled veteran QB to shake things up in 2026. Stick with me because this could be the plot twist that turns our 4-8 roller coaster into a Super Bowl saga. Who's ready to roar? You know, last year we were flying high at 14-3 with Sam Darnold slinging it like a champ, sneaking into the playoffs and making us believe again. But fast forward to this brutal 2025 campaign, and it's like the gods of Asgard turned their backs. McCarthy's redshirt rookie dreams shattered by a torn meniscus from college, a high ankle sprain that sidelined him for 5 games, and now a concussion that's got him prepping for a bounce back against the Commanders. At just 22, he's thrown for those electric moments, like that Week 1 comeback against the Bears where he rallied us from the brink, or the gritty Lions win post-injury. But man, the lows? Week 12's nightmare in Green Bay, 87 yards, 2 picks, 5 sacks and a 23-6 beatdown, had me yelling at my screen like it was personal. What do you think, fam? Is JJ our future, or do we need that veteran spark to ignite him? All right, let's crank up the energy because this Vikings news drop from Ian Rappaport on NFL Game Day morning is pure fire. The franchise is eyeing a battle-tested QB to enhance the room and push McCarthy into his third-year groove on that rookie deal. No more half measures like the stopgap vets we've cycled through. Think Wentz stepping up competently in those missed starts, or Darnold exceeding every expectation before bolting to Seattle. With Max Brosmer, our undrafted rookie, bombing out in his lone start 19 of 30 for 126 yards and 4 picks in that Week 13 shutout to Seattle, we can't afford another thin QB depth chart. Picture Kevin O'Connell, our QB whisperer, molding JJ with a mentor who's been through the wars. Who's your dream vet? Drop it in the comments. Let's debate. Hold up, Vikings faithful. Did you catch McCarthy's return vibes heading into Week 14 against those 3-9 Commanders? After sitting out that humiliating 26-0 blank in Seattle with his concussion, JJ's back under center, eyes locked on decision-making like a hawk on prey. At 4-8, we're clawing for pride, not playoffs, but every snap from our young gunslinger feels like a referendum on our future. He's got that arm talent that made us drool at Michigan. National champs don't lie. But this NFL grind? It's exposed the raw edges, with just 6 starts under his belt amid the injury chaos. Teaser alert. If he lights it up Sunday, does that quiet the veteran calls? Or fuel him? Remember the blueprint from 2024? We handed Darnold the reins as a bridge and boom. 14 wins, playoff magic. The guy's a legend in purple now thriving up north. But we let him walk, bet big on McCarthy, scooped up Wentz late summer as insurance, and even had Daniel Jones chilling on the practice squad before he jetted to Indy. Fast forward, and Wentz, 33 next season, is shelved on IR after shoulder surgery. Brosmer flopped hard, and suddenly our QB room looks barer than a winter field. Stats don't sugarcoat it. McCarthy's 54.1% completion rate this year screams growing pains. 6 TDs to 10 picks, 20 sacks taken. Ouch. Yet those highs like torching Chicago in opener? Electric. Fans, what's your take? Patience or panic? Hit me below. This push for a vet isn't panic. It's purple pride in action, straight from Vikings news sources. Rappaport's intel paints it as enhancement, not replacement. A wise old owl to guide JJ through the storm, much like Wentz did in those 5 fill-ins where he kept us afloat. O'Connell's track record? Gold turning cast-offs into contenders. Imagine a grizzled arm schooling our kid on pocket presence. Red zone wizardry, those late-game guts. With 2020 SIXS third-year option looming, this move screams investment in potential. Who's salivating more than me? Let's build that hype train. Share if you're all in. Whoa, let's rewind to McCarthy's injury saga. It's like a Viking epic gone sideways, starting with that torn meniscus from last year's College Wars bleeding into his NFL debut. Planned as a redshirt rookie, He was supposed to marinate behind Darnold, absorbing that pro polish like a sponge. Instead, boom, straight into the fire for 6 of 12 games, and man, the struggle bus rolled hard. High ankle sprain knocks him out 5 weeks, concussion sidelines him again, and we're left with Brosmer's disaster class against Seattle. At 22, JJ's got the moxie, but the body's betraying him. Fans, ever feel that gut punch watching our guy limp off? Dive into the numbers, Purple Army. In those starts, McCarthy's flashed brilliance. Week 1's Furious Bears rally, erasing a deficit with poise that echoed his Michigan magic, 300-plus yards and a W that had us chanting SKOL from the rafters. Then the Lions' return post-ankle, gritty primetime victory, proving he's got that warrior DNA. But the valleys? Steeper than Lambeau's south end zone. Green Bay's sackfest, 19 attempts for 87 yards, 2 INTs, left us 23-6 in the dust, questioning if the O-line's Swiss cheese or JJ's reads need sharpening. Stats whisper credibility. League-low completion clip, turnover-worthy plays spiking. Yet, hope flickers. What if this adversity forges a legend? Your thoughts, Vikings Nation? Here's the hook. Amid this turmoil, Vikings news insiders like Rappaport are buzzing about off-season reinforcements, not to bench JJ, but to buttress him, like adding Thor's hammer to his toolkit. We've seen it work. Wentz, top 3 pick with 150 combined starts alongside Darnold and Jones, was that competent crutch early on. Now, with Wentz IR-bound and Brosmer unproven, the room's echoing empty. O'Connell's no fool. He'll demand competition that elevates, not eclipses. Imagine JJ thriving under that pressure, unlocking his first-round fire. Who's with me on this redemption arc? Comment your bold prediction. Picture this, SKOL Squad. McCarthy stepping onto that Week 14 turf against Washington, helmet on, fire in his eyes, concussion behind him, a statement game ahead. The Commanders limp in at 3-9, ripe for the picking, and with our 4-8 squad desperate for momentum, every pass could rewrite the narrative. He's talked fast and free play calling, hidden impacts from PFF grades hinting at growth, connections with Hawkinson blooming like spring thaw. But one fumble, one pick. The vet talk amplifies. Tease. If he carves them up, does that silence the doubters, or just sharpen the off-season hunt? Flashback to the blueprint that burned us. Post-2024 playoffs, we waved goodbye to Darnold's heroics. 14-3 magic, top 3 picks wisdom, and bet the farm on JJ's upside. Snagged Wentz as backup, a 150-start vet to mentor, but shoulder surgery ends his year on IR. Jones? Bolted to Indy after practice squad stints. Brosmer? Undrafted kids Week 13 debacle. 4 picks in a shutout. Screams we need help. McCarthy's moments shine. That ankle return Lions dub, pure heart. Downs? Green Bay's 87-yard whimper. Credible stats. 10 INTs versus 6 TDs, but at 22, room to roar. Fans, rebuild or reload, which path calls to you? Vikings news gold from game day. Expect a veteran infusion to push JJ into 2026 stardom, enhancing the room like O'Connell's whisper ways. Not a primetime threat, more Wentz 2.0 ropes showing sage, not throne stealer. With third-year contract ticking, this is franchise faith. Unleash the Michigan man's potential. Recent buzz? Links to surging Jones in Indy, but we'll unpack that heat later. Who's your vet pick? Flacco's grit or Mariota's mobility? Let's flood the comments. Your voice fuels the fire. Alright, Purple Pride, let's get real about that QB room echo. Right now it's McCarthy and crickets? Brosmer's lone start was a 4 anti-horror show in Seattle's 26-0 domination. 126 yards of what if that had us hitting snooze on hope. Wentz filled in admirably during JJ's ankle exile. Competent chains moved, no disasters, but IR shoulder surgery benches him till 26. At 33, he's no spring chicken, yet that top 3 pedigree, 150 starts shared with Darnold/Jones, screams value. Teaser. As we eye off-season moves, could Wentz 2.0 be the key to unlocking JJ's vault? Context crash course. 2024's Darnold fairy tale. Stopgap turned savior. 14-3 glory, playoff push, set the bar sky high. We let him saunter to Seattle, handed JJ the keys, added Wentz late for depth. Jones dipped to Indy post-practice squad. McCarthy's sophomore slump? 6 starts, injury-riddled. Week 1 Bears blaze, comeback king, Lions grit win, but Green Bay's sack party. 5 hits, 2 picks, and 54% completion sting. 10 picks, 20 sacks, harsh teacher, NFL. But highs like that 300-yard opener? First-round fire. What say you, fam? Cut the kid slack or crank the competition. Boom. Rappaport's Vikings news bomb. Veteran QB incoming for 2026 to enhance, push, elevate. O'Connell's magic touch, QB whisperer extraordinaire, needs that veteran foil to sculpt JJ, much like past rooms with 150 start sages. Not a Darnold Prime clone, but a Wentz-style guide. Ropes, resilience, no ego eclipse. With Brosmer unready, this fortifies our future. Recent whispers? Taylor's steadiness or Bridgewater's homecoming pull? Imagine JJ absorbing that wisdom, erupting like a geyser. Who's hyped? Smash like if you're dreaming purple playoffs. Shift gears, Vikings Warriors, McCarthy's familiar with vet shadows. Hell, 2024's room was a top-pick clinic. Darnold and Wentz 150 starts of scar tissue, schooling him from the sidelines. Jones lurked too, number 6 gem on practice squad. That setup birthed magic. 14 wins from the bridge guy. Now, post-Darnold exodus to Seattle, Wentz IR'd, Jones in Indy. It's JJ solo with Brosmer's greenhorn vibes. Week 13's shutout? Brosmer's 19-30, 4-pick fade, brutal. Teaser. Entering 26, we need that sage return. Who fits the purple armor? Structured saga. Injuries derailed JJ's redshirt plan. Meniscus hangover. Ankle agony. 5 misses. Concussion curveball. Starts? 6 of 12. Flashes galore. Bears Week 1 fury. Deficit crushed. Lions post-injury triumph. Flops. Green Bay's 87-yard. 2-pick sack fest. 23-6L that tested souls. Stats seal it. 54.1% comp. 6 TDs/10 INTs. 20 sacks. Rookie raw. At 22, third-year contract awaits. O'Connell's whisper? Gold but needs backup beats. Fans vet mentor or draft another. Spill in comments. Vikings news alert. Off-season vet addition to buttress the room. Per Rappaport. Push McCarthy sans prime threat. More Wentz than Darnold. Guide, not gunner. Recent intel? Flacco's playoff pedigree. Garoppolo's grit. Options abound. This ain't doubt. It's dynasty building, unleashing JJ's Michigan mojo. With 4-8 Blues, Sunday's Commanders clash. Redemption stage. Picture the vet JJ duo torching foes. Who's your wild card pick? Keenum Redux. Let's chat. SKOL style. Deep dive time. Fam. McCarthy's highs are heartstoppers. That Week 1 Chicago thriller. Down big. Then boom. Clutch throws. Crowd erupting. A 28-24 W that screamed, future franchise. Arm like a cannon. Poise under purple lights. Michigan champ vibes alive. Post-ankle Lions night. 250 yards. Game-winning drive. Sacks shrugged off like snowflakes. Moments like these, why we drafted him number 10. But balance the book. As many duds, if not more. Teaser. With lows outweighing lately, how does a vet flip the script? The flip side hits hard. Week 12 Green Bay gut punch. 19-4 87 yards, 2 picks, 5 sacks in a 23-6 rout. O-line crumbled. Reeds rushed. But JJ owns the growth arc season tally? 6 starts, injury absentee meniscus echo, ankle IR, concussion fog. Completions? League's basement at 54%. Turnovers tilting negative. Wentz's fill-ins? Steady. No fireworks, but kept afloat. Brosmer's Seattle stinker? For picks, 0 rhythm. Cred. 2024's 14-3 Darnold blueprint shows vets spark magic. Your call. JJ solo or shared spotlight? Enter the savior subplot. Vikings news from insiders. 2026 vet QB to enhance, challenge, catalyze. Rappaport nails it. Push McCarthy toward third-year explosion. O'Connell's tutelage plus vet wisdom equals alchemy. Not Rodgers' prime, but Taylor's toughness or Mariota's legs. Recent buzz? Jones' indie surge has purple ties tingling. He backed Darnold here. Imagine that reunion, JJ absorbing reclamation gold. 4-8 grind? Fuel for fire. Who's believing in the bounce back? Like if you're locked in. Let's speculate wild. SKOL Nation. Top vet targets swirling in Vikings news ether. Russell Wilson, 36 but savvy. Pocket ninja with rings. Marcus Mariota. Dual threat echo of our past. Steady under duress. Tyrod Taylor Ultimate Pro starts everywhere, zero drama. Teaser. Any of these crash the JJ party? Or are we circling Bridgewater for that heartfelt homecoming? With 26 contract ticking, choices crystallize our faith. Narrative anchor. McCarthy's path. Redshirt botched by injuries. 6. Starts of boom-bust. Highs. Bears comeback. 300-plus yards. W. Lions grit. Post-sprain heroics. Lows. Packers pick-six party. 87-yard whisper. Stats sobering. 10 INTs, 20 sacks, 54% clip. Rookie tax heavy. Wentz IR'd post-solid backups. Brosmer bombed. 2024's Darnold 14-3. Vet-fueled fever dream. O'Connell? Whisperer waiting for the right echo. Fans? Dream vet or nightmare? Rappaport's reveal. Vet incoming to push the room? Buttress JJ's potential. More mentor than menace, Wentz mold, not Darnold dazzle. Recent whispers? Flacco's Joe Cool in chaos. Garoppolo's beta purple bridge. Keenum, Teddy ex-Vikes loyalty pulls. This elevates, doesn't evict. Sunday versus Commanders? JJ's proving ground. Picture the duo, vet ropes, kid fire, playoff purple reborn. Who's your top target? Comment chaos. Ex-Vikings vets calling home? Case Keenum, that 2018 wildcard wizard, or Teddy Bridgewater, our smiling soul who led us to NFC championship glory. Both no purple pulse. Keenum's moonshot throws, Teddy's unflappable zen. At 33 and 38, battle-tested, not burned out. Teaser. Bringing back family to guide JJ, heartstrings or headache. With 4-8 scars, nostalgia fuels the fix. Story beats. McCarthy's sophomore saga. Injuries, meniscus, ankle, concussion, stole starts. Left 6 of promise and peril. Flashes. Week 1 Bears blaze. Lions return roar. Flubs. Green Bay's sack storm. 2-pick fade. Numbers narrate. 6 TDs/10 INTs. 54% comp. 20 hits, harsh homework. Wentz backed ably pre-IR, Brosmer flamed out. Darnold's 24 departure? Bold bet now biting. O'Connell's craft? Craves compliment. What if, fam? Vet echo or echo chamber? Vikings news thunder. Off-season vet to enhance QB quarters. Per Rappaport. Push McCarthy to prime. Wentz like. Teachable, touchable, not takeover. Buzz builds. Rodgers' retirement loom opens doors, but Jones' indie glow, ex-Vikes backup, tempts trade. Flacco, Jimmy G, shelf-stable sages. This, strategic SKOL, unleash the Wolverines' bite. Commanders clash, catalyst call. Who's voting Teddy? Share the saga. Wild cards in the deck. Carson Wentz redux? Our 33-year-old backup shown in JJ's absences. Competent, calm, chains yanked. Shoulder IR now but 26 free. Low-risk reunion 150 start lore intact. Or Daniel Jones, number 6 stud surging in Indy after our 24 practice squad hug. Reclamation rocket. Teaser. Familiar faces fortify or fresh blood. Insider eyes say push over pull. Recap rhythm. McCarthy's 25 tumult. Torn meniscus return. 6 starts splintered by sprains. Concussions. Peaks. Chicago conquest. Comeback crown. Detroit dual win. Pitfalls. Lambeau lament. 87 yards. Picks aplenty. Data drives. 54.1% accurate? Oof. 10 picks haunt, sack sting. Brosmer's Seattle sinker? Wake up. 24's 14-3 Darnold dazzle? Vet vitamin. Fans, loyalty or logic? Core intel. Vikings news via Rappaport. 26 vet QB to buttress. Boost JJ. Enhance the echo, not evict the air. More guide than gun, think Wentz wisdom. Late scoops? Aaron Rodgers' retirement wink eyes backup bids. But trade tabs high. Mariota's mobility. Taylor's tenure. Treasures trove. O'Connell orchestrates the opus. 4-8 fight. Forge ahead. Who's on Team Wentz return? Let's roar replies. Prime suspect spotlight. Joe Flacco, 40 going on forever. Playoff puppet master with Browns runs. Jimmy Garoppolo, silky smooth. Rings from SF Glory, error-free operator. Both scream spot starter supreme. Perfect JJ shadows. Teaser. Grizzled gunslingers ground our kid, or too rusty for purple prime time. Off-season odds tilt toward tested. Timeline twist. JJ's journey. Rookie redshirt wrecked. 25-6 games a gauntlet. Glory. Bears brink bash. Lions limp backlash. Gloom. Packers passport purge. Figures. 6 scores/10 thefts. 54% strikes. 20 burdens born. Wentz's wingman wins pre-woe. Brosmer's bust. Darnold's ditch. Daring, now doubtful. O'Connell. Oracle needing oracle. Your verdict. Vikings vibe tribe. Rappaport's ripple. Veteran vanguard for 26 QB quarters. Push McCarthy's pedal. Strengthen Sands supplant. Wentz archetype. Mentor mantle. Fresh feeds. Kyler Murray trade murmurs wild. But Flacco's frostbite proof. Garoppolo's guile. Gold. This molds the maestro. Sunday spotlight versus Washington. Weigh in. Who's Flacco fan? Fuel the feed. O'Connell's QB whisperer rep. Legendary. Darnold from cast-off to 14-3 kingpin. Now JJ's guru. But solo? Risky. Vet edition? Symphony starter. Veteran versus harmonizing young hooks. Kevin's scheme. QB friendly. Talent thick. Hawkinson Halls. Jefferson Jets. Teaser. With KO's touch plus vet tutelage. Does McCarthy morph to MVP mold? Beat breakdown. McCarthy's melee. Meniscus mend mishap. Starts scarce at 6. Summit. Week 1 Windy City whirlwind win. Slump. Cheesehead chokehold. Quant. 54% pure. Pain. INTs invert TDs. Sack savage. IR Wentz weeps. Brosmer bombs. 24 purple peak. Proof positive. Fans faith in the forge. Vikings news nexus. 26 vet infusion to amplify. Advance JJ Rappaport's read. Bolster the booth, not boot the boy. Guidepost, not Goliath. Updates? Penix Jr. IR in ATLI's Cousins contingency. But our call? Taylor's tenacity. O'Connell unlocks the lore. 4-8. Alchemy awaits. Who's trusting the tutor? Type it out. Potential pitfalls? Vet flop like past cycles. Howell traded unseen, Jones ghosted. But Rappaport's vibe. Calculated, not chaotic. Target. Wentz light push without plunder. 26 third year. JJ's Judgment Day. Teaser. Right higher hones the air. Wrong? Wasted draft gold. Stakes sky high for purple pulse. Arc assembly. Injuries iron grip 6 starts. Sprain/concussion chains. Crest. Bears blaze. Lions leap. Crestfallen. Green Bay's gasp. Metrics. 54.1% myth. Turnovers torment. Backup blues. Wentz wounded. Brosmer barren. Darnold's dawn. Distant dream. O'Connell. Optimist outlier. Squad. Sage advice or solo sale. Insider ignition. Vikings news. Off-season QB elder to empower room. Prod McCarthy. Fortify future. Mentor mode max late lines. Levis trade tease from Titans. Accuracy twins with JJ. But Flacco's finals flare fits. This, purple prophecy. Commander's conquest. Clue drop. Who's wary of the vet? Weigh in. Dream Duo decoded. Vet JJ tandem. O'Connell conducting. Think 24's Darnold depth, but dialed for development. Third-year contract canvas. Paint JJ as pillar or palette for pivot. Recent rumblings? Colts Jones blueprint temps reclaim and compete. Teaser. Follow Indy's lead. Snag a surge QB to spar? Game changer gambit. Pain points parsed. McCarthy's 25 Odyssey. Starts slim, scars deep. Euphoria. Chicago charge. Detroit defiance. Despair. Lambeau lullaby. Data. Completions crawl, picks pounce. Sacks savage. Wentz's whisper ends IR. Brosmer's blunder. 14-3 echo. Elusive. Fans. Fusion or fracture. Rappaport's revelation. 26 veteran volley to vitalize. Vex JJ positively. Room renaissance. Wiser, not wilder. Buzz bite. Rodgers retire or return riddle Vikes his wish list. But Taylor's trek tempts. O'Connell's opus? Unleash. 4-8 fog. Clears with clarity. Who's scripting the sequel? Suggest below. Final frontier feels. Whoever joins. Wilson's while. Mariota's move. Flacco's frost. Pivotal in JJ's ascent. O'Connell plus vet equals velocity to first round fruition. 26. Make or break for Michigan's minion. Teaser. Unleash the potential or unlock the door. This Vikings news pivot? Our purple phoenix rise. Holistic history. Redshirt rupture. 6 skirmishes. Highs heroic. Bears/Lions. Lows lacerating. Packers. Stats. 54% sting. 10-6 turnover tilt. 20 tolls. Depth drought. Wentz woes. Brosmer bust. Darnold's departure. Double-edged. O'Connell. Beacon. Tribe triumph or trial. Core close. Rappaport's QB quest. Enhance. Encourage McCarthy 26. Sage support. Wentz way wise without war. Fresh. Bridgewater's bomb calls. This fortifies the fray. Sunday versus Commanders? Spark. Believe the build. SKOL eternal. Who's all aboard? Hey Vikings fam, we've unpacked the QB quake. From JJ's jagged journey to that vet vanguard on the horizon. All per the freshest Vikings news drops. Man, my heart's racing just thinking about purple potential unlocked. What a ride. If this fired you up like it did me, smash that like button harder than a Brian O'Neill block. Drop your top vet pick and JJ hot takes in the comments. Let's pack this thread with SKOL spirit. Hit subscribe for every Vikings update. Turn on notifications so you never miss the roar. And share this with your fellow Purple Warriors. Spread the faith. Until next time, keep the horn blowing loud. SKOL Vikings. Let's hunt that ring.